Now we are going to start today the double entry system. Okay, what is the meaning of? First, we have to know about the meaning of double entry system. Okay, beta. Double entry system is system in which we are going to take both side of all transaction. One is debited and second is credited behalf of some certain rule is called double entry system. Okay, beta. Double entry system is what, beta? Double entry system is system in which we are taken both side of all transaction. One is debited and one is credited behalf of some certain rule is called double entry system. It's a system by which we are going to present or entered in a journal book all the transaction in form of entry. If you are talking about the history, so before the double entry system in India, cash system is working, single system is working, single entry system is working, and Indian system. Mainly three. Cash system, in the cash system, we are only taking the all transaction is cash. And in single entry system, we are only enter the one side. If you are purchased from Ravi, to enter the Ravi name. Purchased from Mahesh, to enter the Mahesh name only. Okay, beta? So that is not given the complete information. And Indian system. Okay, in Indian system, that is very oldest system from the India. We can see that system, the very yellow type of laser is there, that opening of front side and enter the khate naam, khata panna ke naam, like that in Hindi. Okay, beta? Start with the Sri Ganeshaya Namah and then enter the Ravi khate naam, Mahesh khate naam, Ravi khate jama, like that we are entered. Okay, beta? That is using by the old Indian businessmen. They are dealing in gold. Many businessmen is using that system. But here we are going for the double entry system. It's a very advanced system that is utilized by the all business. Okay, beta? That is utilized by the all businessmen or business, because it's a very purify and good system by which we are easily present the all the data of accounting, beta. Okay, all the data of accounting. It means in the system we can show the both side of all transaction. I think you will learn, without the two side we cannot expect any type of transaction. Okay, beta? And then in the double entry system we are taking the both side of transaction. One is debited, second is credited behalf of some certain rule is called double entry system. Okay, beta? Actually, in this system, we are just taking the both side. When we are doing any type of transaction, beta, so then we are going to enter one side debit and one side credit behalf of some certain rule. We are talking about the some certain rule, because in the double entry system we are going to follow the rules. Many rules is given and we are going to follow that rule, beta. Okay, we are going to follow that rules. Okay, beta? Next is characters of accounts. Okay, beta? Next is the characters of account. Before that, we can show the principle of or characters of double entry system. Easy to effort the all accounting transaction. We are easily show the all accounting transactions because it's very advanced system. Rectified in the double entry system, we will see in next chapters rectification of error chapter. Okay, beta? By that chapter we can rectify the fraud or just any type of error we can easily rectify it. Okay, beta? Next is the preparation of trial balance. In this double entry system we are going to make the trial balance, and by the making of trial balance we can just find out the mathematical or arithmetical fault which is done in a business or in our transaction, in our accounting. Okay, beta? Now we are going for the next, and next is the very important thing is coming now. That is very important for your accountancy. Without the knowing these all things, we cannot solve any question, or we cannot able to do any type of entries. Types of account, or you say classification of account. Okay, beta. You can easily say that is the classification of account. Mainly, we are divide the account in a three part. Write down in a copy, beta. Divide in a three part. First is personal account. Second is real account. Third is nominal account. Okay, beta. We are divide in three part. First is personal account. Second is real account, and third is nominal account. Personal, real, and nominal. Okay, beta. Three account. We are classified the account mainly in three, but in CBSE they are divided in two part. One is personal and second is impersonal. Okay, beta. In CBSE they are divided in two parts. First in personal and second is impersonal. And that impersonal is divided in two parts. One is real and second is nominal. Okay, beta. Both are the right things. You want to just follow the CBSE things, so that follow two types. One is personal, second is impersonal, and then impersonal is divided in two parts. One is real and second is nominal. Okay, beta. Clear? Up to this is clear or not? Clear, beta? Personal and impersonal. Okay, beta. Personal and impersonal. Then impersonal divided in two parts. First is real and second is nominal. Okay. Now I am going to explain the different account. First is the personal account. Now we have to understand what is the meaning of personal account. As like a name is there, personal means person or things. Things means live things, beta. Okay. Person and name of person. The account which is related with the person and name of persons, or name of business or name of persons, that will called personal account. It means that account which is related with the name of person and the name of business or company or firm, that is called personal account. Okay. As like Ram account, Mahesh account, Dinesh account, Harishchand account, Ravi and Company account, Tata account, Birla accounts, Reliance account. Okay, these are related with the name of person and firm. This is related with the name of person and firm. So we are calling it's a personal account, beta. Okay, beta. Clear? Personal account is account that will relate with the name of person and name of business. Okay, as like the name of person or name of many shop you are showing, Ravi and Company, Mahesh Electronic, Dinesh Foods, like that, beta. That if you are utilizing that name for our accounting, so that is called personal account. Okay, beta. Clear? Now we are going to see the types or classification of personal account. First is natural personal account. Second is artificial personal account. Third is representative personal account. Okay, beta. That personal account is divided in three parts. First is the natural personal account. Means natural. Who is natural? We are. The name of person is natural. The person is natural. Main woman, that is the other matter. Here, person. If person is there, we are using the name of person is there. That is the personal account. Ram, Ravi, Mahesh, Dinesh. These are what? These are the personal, natural, personal account, beta. Okay. If the name of any person, if the account is related with the name of any person, that will called natural personal account. Okay, beta. Clear? Second is, beta, artificial personal account. The name of firm, the name of business, the name of company, that account is called artificial personal account because they are not the natural. We are the natural person, beta. We are the natural, but that company, that firm, that business, that shop is not the natural. If we are going to take the account with the name of our business company, that is called natural personal account, Ravi and Company. Okay, beta. Saravali Foods, Ravi and Foods, Mahesh Foods, Dinesh Foods. Okay, beta. Any name you are taking, that name is the shop. Shop name is there. That Dinesh Electronics, Mahesh Photos, like that, beta. Ma Durga Electronics. These are what? These are the artificial personal account. Okay, beta. Now we are going for the third, and third is what? A representative personal account. The account they are just present the other personal account, or represent the other personal account, that is called representative personal account. As like if any account is present the other personal account, beta, if any account is present other personal account, that will called representative personal account, as like a outstanding salary, prepaid expense, because this outstanding salary and prepaid expense will show the person from which relate this expense and salary. Okay, beta. So that person is the natural personal account. Okay, and this expense or income will show the natural personal account. They are present or represent of the natural personal account. So we are saying it's a representative personal account. Okay, beta. Clear? All three is clear. Natural personal account. Next, artificial personal account. Third, representative personal account. We are the person, the name of person. If relate the account with this, then personal account, natural personal account. If the account is related to the name of business, firm, company, that is the artificial personal account. And next is if the expense or income, the things or account will present the any personal account or person, that is called representative personal account. Okay, beta. After that, we are going for the next, and next is the real account, and then we are going for the nominal account. First is the personal and impersonal. In impersonal, first is the real account. Now we are on the real account. What is the real account? Real. The word is the real, beta. Word is the real. Real means the account which is related with the things or assets or goods, that is called a real account. Okay, beta. The account which is related with the name of goods, assets, or things, that is called a real account, as like a goods account, cash account, building account, material account, machinery account, vehicle account, furniture account, building accounts. These are what? These are related with the things. These are related with the beta things. So we are calling that is the real account. Okay, beta. The real account, the real account is account which is related with the name of things, assets, or goods. That is called a real account. Okay, beta? Clear the real accounts or not? Account which is related with the name of goods, things, and assets, that is called a real account. Now this real account is divided into two parts. One is tangible and second is intangible. I think you well known about the tangible account and intangible account. Okay, beta? You know? Tangible means we can see and touch. They have some physical figure. that is called tangible. Okay, beta. The things, the assets are goods. They have some physical figure. They have some physical things that we can touch and see. They are called tangible. Land, building, plant, machinery, goods, furniture, fan. These are what we can see and touch. These are what? These are the tangible assets or tangible account. Next is the intangible account. The account which we cannot show, the things which we cannot show and see, touch and see, like a goodwill, trademarks, patent, copyright. These are what? These all are like as assets, but we cannot touch and see. It's like a patent or copyright we see as a paper beta, but that what is the copyright that we can see or touch? That is not possible. Okay, beta. These are what? These are the what? Intangible real account. Okay, beta. Now we are going for the last, and last is the nominal account. Okay, beta. Last is the nominal account. What is the nominal account? The account which is related with the income and expense. The account which is related with the income and expense, that is called nominal account. Beta, as like a rent account, salary account, fare account, commission account, interest account, donation account. Okay, these are what? These are the nominal account because these are related with the income and expense. Beta, the account which is related with the income and expense is called a real account. Okay, beta, is called nominal account. That is the account which is related with the income and expense, that is called what? That is called nominal account. Okay, beta. Now we are going for the next topic. Next is the stage or parts of double entry system. Okay, beta. First is the original record. In the original record, we are entered the all entry in journal, beta. In the original record, we are entered all entry in journal. In journal, we are going to enter the all entry, that is called what? That is called original record. Next is the classified. When we are going to make the ledger, by the ledger we are going to make the different account, that is called classified. Then summarize. Then we are going to take the balance of ledger and transfer in trial balance, that is called summarize. That is called beta summarize. Okay, beta. Now we are going for the last topic, advantage of double entry system. Okay, beta. Complete record. By the, if we are going to follow the double entry system, its system is just giving the complete record, complete information. Every transaction we can enter in by the following of double entry system. Maybe that is the cash transaction, credit transaction, or dual concept transaction. That all transaction we can take are entered or followed by the double entry system in entry form. Okay, beta. Next is scientific system. It's a scientific system. It's proved. It's the system by which we can present all the transactions in scientifically and prove the answer or things or result. So we can say that is the scientific system. It's taking the both side. It's a systematic body of knowledge. So we can say it's a scientific system. So we can use this system with the scientific way. So we can utilize the scientific system if we are using double entry system. We are preparing the trial balance beta, and when we are preparing the trial balance, by the making of trial balance, we can easily find out the arithmetical fault. Okay, because by the making of trial balance, we are showing the both side debit and credit balance, and if both side is coming equal, then all thing is okay. If both side is not coming equal, then sure and certain some arithmetical fault is there. Mathematical fault is there. Okay, beta, preparing the trial balance and profit and loss in this account in the double entry system, we are going to make the trial balance and we are going to make the trading PL and trial balance is also going to make the trading PL and balance sheet, beta. Trading PL and balance sheet. By the making of trading and PL, we can easily show the profit, gross profit and net profit of the firm. Okay, beta, all the expense, by the showing of all the expense and income, we can easily show the gross profit and net profit of the firm. Okay, beta. And next is, by this we are going to make the final account balance sheet. In double entry system, we are going to make the balance sheet, and by the balance sheet we can easily show the financial position of our business. Okay, beta, financial position, because in this balance sheet we are showing assets and liabilities, and that will showing the financial position of our business. And last is the information. Many type of information is given by the double entry system. It's a legal proof. We can easily show this double entry system accounts in legally proof. If any type of legally problem will came, so we can easily show this account as a legal proof after the sign of by the CA. Okay, beta. Help in management, by the information is given by the double entry system, that will given the different type of historic information that was helping in the management, that will helping the owner, that will helping in the investor, that will that will helping from the other, they are going to studies for your business. Okay, beta, these are the advantage of double entry system. Now we are going for the disadvantage. Very less disadvantage of the double entry system, but they have some. Okay, beta. Omission. Main problem is coming if anyone not take the entry, if anyone not take the transaction, if anyone just miss the transaction. So if you are talking about the limitation of double entry system, so mainly if limitation is coming with the person, that will transfer the limitation of double entry system. As like that, error of omission, error of commission, error of principal. If any person is not entered that entry, if any person entered the entry wrong side, if any person is didn't about the principal of entry, then presenting the wrong entries. So these are like a limitation of account. Okay, beta. Now this chapter is finished. We start with the double entry system. Double entry system is what, beta? Double entry system is system in which we are presenting all the transaction, both side, one is debited and one is credited with the some certain rule. Then type of account, mainly three type of account: personal, real, and nominal. Are you so say personal and impersonal? Impersonal divided in two parts, real and nominal. Personal divided again three parts. Three part is what, beta? First is the natural, second is the what? Artificial. Third is representative personal account. Then real, two type, tangible, intangible, then nominal, then merits and demerits. Okay, beta. Now this chapter is finished. It's a very important chapter, double entry system. Okay.